Okay, I've never played Astroneer before. I don't know anything about it. Don't know what genre it's in. I assume it's going to be like a builder, automation, colony sim. I don't know. No idea. Cute. Don't know what the audio balance is like, so let me know once we get into some gameplay whether it's too loud or too quiet. Video games need to have like a option thing where it peaks the volume. So I can't like start playing it to figure that out without getting spoilers. Okay, this all seems fine. All right, let's start. Start a new adventure game. Interactions are faster on mouse and keyboard. Okay. I tend to depend on when Steam says this game will work great with your controller. Walk, run, jump, orbit, zoom. Find objects, pick up, drop, quick stow. Okay. Shelter's a base building item. Save point, power, and oxygen. Okay. Bennett Fall. Unpack the oxygenator. Connect the printer power to the shelter. Okay, I guess anytime a game gives me like an on-screen cursor, that tells me it probably wasn't originally developed for controller, so try this instead. Oh, I see. I got a little tether here. Retrieve the starting gear from the landing pad. That's this thing. Not my little base, right? Let's see if it can lets me pull up that that's from this thing. Sorry. How do I do that? Ready to collect. Okay, I see. It's a little confusing. Medium printer. Resin, copper. Okay. Constant oxygen flow to connected tethers, platforms, and cables. Yeah, it does kind of just throw a bunch of tutorial stuff at you immediately. Install oxygenator on shelter. Okay, I think that's done, right? That gives me like Lego vibes, actually. Connect printer power to shelter. We have to move it further over first, I guess. Left click? Okay, there we go. Ready to collect. Breathing space. Connected tether to the oxygenator. Printed from the backpack. So that means I can do it without needing a crafting station, basically. Tethers. Do I need like a resource to do it first? Yeah, I'm sorry, it's gonna take me a while. So where are those supposed to go from? Let me read this again. Connect a tether to an oxygenator. Goodbye, farmer. So we hold to use. Okay. It's a dedicated key to drop them when they're in your inventory. Okay, thanks. Gather compound and resin. Use the terrain tool. Fill a canister with soil. Okay, so I have to like make a canister first to be able to do that? How can I pick this up so it goes in my inventory instead of... Oh, is this it? Okay, I see. I can move this to like max distance, I guess. And I'm just trying to have oxygen as far out as possible so it doesn't start draining while I'm away, I guess. So F with an object in hand to store it. Okay. The tether idea is kind of cool. It's just like if I was playing multiplayer, it would ping for other players or something. Oh, that's kind of cool. Did I press a button to turn this on, or was it just by looking at organic materials here? That's cool, so you can make like a little base, basically. Seems right. What else do I want me to get here? Okay, compound and resin. Is this the canister they're giving me here? So to get soil, how do I go about doing that? Don't think I can put this in my... Oh, I guess it is in my backpack now. I have a bunch of organic carbon material. I have a canister. Have the canister on you and you use the terrain tool. So did that work? I guess it did. Oh, is it not full yet? Is that the problem? Some of these things are resin. Okay, that's done. centrifuge. Let me finish doing this one first. So I need to get 1 more resin and 4 more compound. What can I do about all this extra junk that I have? Is there a place where I can store it already? Can I just do that and it won't go anywhere? Okay. Natural resource. Alright, so I have to find compound. Which I imagine they wouldn't put terribly far away from where I started here. Can't dig in, I guess it's like bedrock essentially. Keep going through here. Oh, Benedict catches. I don't think he knocked anything over. Fine. Am I just unlucky that there's no compound right near the base, or am I missing some? I'm a natural resource murderer. Okay, got it. Okay. It's giving me some loot here, like there's a medium storage. It's basically just like a chest, I guess. Oh, okay, that's cool. It uses the same system as my backpack, I guess. To have more on the other side. That's cute. That game gives me big, like, Lego vibes. And these guys are platforms. I can do things with later, I assume. If you have a canister on you, you can use Alt to deposit terrain instead of placing it, or Control to flatten at the angle of the polygon you point at. I'll see when that becomes relevant. Lights in the distance. I didn't even look at the skybox. It's very pretty. I think I actually see any of the pillars of light from here, so we can come back to that in a second. Medium printer. Slot medium printer to a platform. Okay. Soil centrifuge. Unlock print and attach boost mod to terrain tool. Okay, so that's, so I have to unlock it. There's some kind of tech tree somewhere that shows me how to do that somewhere. It's not the drill mod, is it? Is it a reward for doing this? Print, attach drill mod, and boost mod. Okay. Drill mod 1 costs 1,000 bytes. I have 1,500 bytes. Okay. And then the boost mod also costs 1,000 bytes. So how do I get bytes? Is oxygen the main resource I have to worry about in this, or is there like food or anything like that? Oh no. The worst way to do a tutorial, in my opinion. Alright, and there's no search, right? So I have to find where bytes are. I don't see anything about bytes unless if I scrolled past it. Okay, so what are bytes? How do I get them? I could see about trying to make more tethers, perhaps. Medium printer, storage, canister. I guess this thing doesn't make tethers. Maybe I can make tethers myself in my backpack. Scannable bits of plants. So I find them by destroying the landscape like this with my tool, or... I see, and it's leaving the loot I don't have space for on the ground. Leave an orb plant intact. Okay. I see. So these are all over the place, and that's where I'm primarily getting them. Can that thing grow more of those over time? So I can't like pick it up and bring it somewhere more convenient, right? Do like having the diegetic dead space inventory on my back. It's kind of cool. And actually what I need. Okay, I can go do that. Hey, Serp, how you doing? I feel like I inflicted massive harm on this planet. How do I fill things back in? I assume I'm able to... Is that what you're talking about with control versus alt? Like I need to have the resource in my backpack to do it? Need a canister with soil. Okay, I see. Guessing I can eventually do a thing where like I can connect my storage to my machine so that it draws from storage. Still need 400 bytes. I guess I can look at this other quest you're talking about. Print a medium printer, slot a medium printer to a platform. I need compound. Okay. Oh, that's cool. To any platform, it doesn't necessarily have to be a large platform. Okay, yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. The game seems really cool, but it does seem like it's a little rough when it comes to onboarding the player. Large platform. Print to connect small generator to power network. Engine user research chamber. Steady stream of bytes. Okay. Just smelting furnace. Now, the reason I had to do this is that I needed it to be on a platform so that I could connect a cable to get power for it. Is that right? Okay. Research chamber requires more compound. Which is back here, I think y'all were saying. Looks like bubbles, basically. Okay. It's pretty cool. It's quite satisfying to dig out like that. Okay. Okay, research chamber. That also need to be plugged into a platform. Trying to organize a little bit while I wait for that to finish. I guess when I go to craft the thing, it doesn't project time to make, does it? It gave me a free large platform I can place really quick. Is there a rotate button? Shift control. That's why I mentioned needing to build a generator. Oh, this is going slower because of lack of power. I see. Red segment showing unmet power demand. So it is powering all of these things even if they're not in use, is that right? Okay. First button to start research. Do I have to like put items in it or something, or is it turning power into bytes? Items and power. Does it just automatically take stuff from the sides and move it to the middle when it's done with the thing on the sides? Is there like a maximum amount that it can get from organic carbon material or whatever? I assume it doesn't destroy the item? See if I can figure out the generator task. Consumes what you put into it. Okay, you want to look for stuff listed as a research item. I don't know if have I been able to loot one of those so far? Wait, am I stupid? I don't think I saw a small generator. I guess I can make them myself. Compound and... what's the other thing on the right? It looks like it says it wants me to do two things. Let me recover these tethers real quick. So it just wants compound? How do I loot this again? I feel like I was doing it earlier. Right click, F, E. Shift click, okay, thanks. Okay. I guess it's mostly underground is the idea. Okay, I need to like, maybe if I have my tethers placed more smartly, I can actually find it. Sorry, Mr. Tree. So if I don't have a container on me for soil, any soil I dig through just gets destroyed, I suppose? Okay. I see, small generator. That's costing me power to do. Wait, did it already produce it? Where did it put it? That's my thing. It looks like it's completing, but I'm not seeing where it's putting it. Mark. This is my inventory, so if I don't see it on here... Oh, the top 2 slots. So there's organic material and a generator on there. Is that what's going on? Does it matter the network so long as, like, does this count as being connected to my base? Guess so. What is it using to generate the power? Is it the resource I have on the top of it? Refill itself from sibling slots in the container. I know this is a mess right now, but I need to figure out what the hell I'm doing first. Oh, I see how it's getting depleted here. So like when we say sibling slots, we mean that like a storage unit that's connected to it via the network somewhere. Shit. Does that mean this will go faster in theory? Does it have to finish the timer and then it rewards the bytes, or is it just giving me bytes passively? Okay. So I would put it on storage. If you put generator on a storage, organic also on that same storage will fill the generator automatically. You're saying there's other stuff I can find out in the wilderness that's worth more that I can bring back and research? I guess I didn't see anything else I was allowed to pick up. I can't pick up the trees. This thing maybe? So is it better to like pick it up? I guess if I scan it, it gets deleted, right? come on. I can't pick it up. So I'm looking for an object that I can't scan myself, but that isn't one of these resources. Oh, I have to dig it out first. Okay. So this physically has to be plugged into here. Now, how do I don't get a plug for the medium storage. Does that mean the medium storage has to be connected to a platform? Okay. The main feature of platforms is that they have sockets for connecting power. Okay. Wasn't immediately clear to me, but that makes sense. So does it make more sense to have like one generator and then have everything else be organic, or is there any reason to have more than one generator on a single storage panel? Move this all around and clean it up at some point. Let me see if I can find another bytes thing to bring back with me. Oh, okay. So we've got harmless flora here. Gets me a seed. So that's a thing I can research. Okay. I'm slower when I'm carrying something like this, it seems like. One sec, y'all. I think Ben knocked my webcam slightly. Okay. So if I want to, I guess it's just working through the stuff I've already connected, right? So pull these guys off because they're bad, we're saying. And I have no, because this isn't connected to my base is the problem, right? That would effectively connect it to the network, so now that's powering that, I think. Medium-sized items you can shift-click, they'll go into your character's hands instead of the backpack, marginally faster than carrying in the cursor. Okay, thanks. We want to get a little bit more of this, if we can. So this thing, I don't want to just take the item off, I want to like bring them over there somehow, and I can do that by digging out underneath it. Whoa. That is itself a research item. Okay, but that one's too big. Got it. 2 slots and will therefore be a little bit more efficient, I assume. So now we're scanning that guy. I'm at 789 bytes. So I can't like get more research by digging out underneath this and then bringing this thing over to my base. If it says research on site like that, is that just always worth doing? Like I'm not losing out versus getting more value from it for my machine? Oh, shit. See. Nothing else to be done with the tree. It does stop existing eventually. Okay. So all this beautiful nature here. The thing I obviously have to do is destroy all of it. Flatten the landscape. I guess it's not clear to me why something is researchable on the spot versus researchable at my base, and why sometimes it'll give me more or less resources. I don't have enough machine time to run everything I find in it. Are these like extra nodes on the top up here? Now this thing is giving 40, which is quite a bit more. Special nodes, if you have a usable item, you can put it there. C will activate the left one, V the right one. I see, so that's why V activated a tether there. I feel like some of the menus in this game are particularly janky to try to sort through. Okay, so research the boost mod and the drill mod. I have to make them now, I think. Batteries. 2,000 more bytes. Battery store power. Attach, print. Okay, so figure out which one has it. Is it on my backpack mods? Thank you for mentioning the mouse and keyboard. I think this would actually be kind of a nightmare if I didn't. Ceramic, produced by a smelting furnace. Zinc. Smelting furnace, okay. Which tab of research? Okay, so backpack, medium printer, large printer, shelter. I see, thank you. Alright, so it's implied that I have to make a furnace. So what makes a furnace? Sorry. Medium printer. Oh, it's an unlock, so I have to spend bytes on it first. Wait, this is Small, medium, large, right? Am I reading that right? Backpack, small, medium, large. I don't see it. Oh, here it is. Smelting furnace. 250 bytes. Compound and resin. We'll get there eventually. Yeah, no worries. I really like this tool. I think that's really satisfying. I like the tether system. I like the idea of having to have power at your base and connect everything in. I think the UI is fighting me constantly, unfortunately. I'll get past it, but really appreciate y'all's patience with me as I figure out what it wants from me. All right, so that, there's a little bit of red because there's not quite enough power, I guess is the idea. Like, I like the idea of, like, clicking on my backpack and that being, like, my inventory. I don't know, I guess I'd prefer to press I and have, like, a screen. Yeah, I agree. Diegetic inventories are fun. Rent and use a research chamber. See, that's giving me bytes. Beacons, an exploration item. I see, and those will just be wherever I place them. So that could help me to find, like, the area that I used the tethers for earlier. This is a battery. So we want to connect the battery to my generator, because that way if it's not using power, at least it stores a percentage of it, I assume. Yeah. Okay, what else are we doing here? 1,000 bytes, fully charge a battery. So batteries are good because they, like, relieve pressure on the system, I guess. Splitter power extenders. Fine aluminum from laterite. Oh, does this not need power? Wait, oh, but it needs to be on a platform. Gotta learn what makes what. Oh, it needs a large platform, huh? Doesn't it? Can I, like, repack something? It's kind of convenient to have them packed sometimes, I feel like. resin. Consumable packager item that repackages things. Oh, okay, that's cool. Now, does this favor battery power before the generator goes, or is it just because I've got so many things happening now, it's providing the battery power as a way to make sure something isn't at like half power while it's constructing? Generators first. Fuck you, planet. Why was that here? That rock? How do you know if something's research? Died of oxygen here. Okay, good. I guess as long as it's connected to the network, it doesn't care about like how long the cable is or how many like nodes it has to pass through in order for the power to get to it. Is that true? Yeah, so I guess what they're going for is they want everything to be visible on the screen, right? So instead of like going into a little interface where I tell it what I want to put in the furnace, I just physically, visibly drop it on here. All right, so need to turn something into something. Hold on. Fuck, what the hell am I doing? Why am I making a furnace? Let me read the quest list again. Aluminum from laterite. So I have to dig underground and look for laterite is the idea? Okay, you were trying to tell me about the flatten tool earlier. That's... It requires soil to do, or can it work while I'm just destroying stuff? Control with a canister on me. I think I see. Okay. So I can still dig. Oh, okay. I think I understand. I want to make more tethers. I can do that. Where are the tethers going when I'm making them? I guess they're automatically going into these corners here. Ah, okay. So as long as it's not placing new terrain, you see. I feel like this was kind of smoothly just building the ramp as I was digging earlier, but maybe I'm like pointing the cursor stupidly here. Flattens the angle of whatever I'm pressing. Fuck. Die down here. It's like I need to find the angle that I want for my ramp and then start going, I guess. That's a little janky. It's taking me a second to intuit that better. Use Alt to press fresh terrain. Pop coral hazard, uproot to harvest seeds. Bunch of compound. There's laterite. Okay. I see. Running out of backpack spaces, I guess, is the problem. I see. Okay, let me go back up. Try to clean this up later if I can figure out how to get the angle better. This angle seems perfect. It's like exactly what I want. Alright, so we go that. I know how much soil I have left. I guess it doesn't show it, does it? Right, so if I have this out here, I can preemptively have it at the angle I want it at, right? Is that what we're saying? And it locks in the moment I hit control, no matter where I move it? No, I guess not. Oh, okay. So this just requires the laterite, it doesn't require something else to power it. Oh, that's cool, I see it producing. Locks in when you press the button down and stays locked as long as the button is held. Okay. Take a bite. All right, build a shuttle. Unlock the oxygen tank, the power cells, the glow sticks, the dynamite. Go somewhere else. Find and use research samples. So these are talking not the ones that I throw on the research chamber, the ones that I interact with in the world, or both? An auto arm. Boost and drill. Okay. Boost requires zinc. Drill requires ceramic. But I don't know what the input is for either zinc or ceramic, is that right? It's the scannable ones. Okay. I guess it's better that this is here than on like a wiki somewhere. I'm ideologically opposed to the existence of the Astropedia. I guess the fact that it is the main way I'm intended to learn that information as opposed to it being added to it when there could be like a context sensitive pop-up, right? All right, so I'm looking for things. Zinc, sphalerite, okay. Ceramic is from clay, neither of which I've seen. Okay, so when I drop tether, there's a little bit of forgiveness as to when I can place a new one and still have it connect to my network, it seems like. Like my max distance from the tether is slightly smaller than a tether's max distance from a tether, I guess. That's nice. I guess what it's meant to be recreating is the feeling of placing torches, I suppose. So generally wanting to do that at like a roughly close to optimal distance if you can. Yeah. I'm going to check out the other caves. I'm just trying to do this while I have the angle good until I run out of tethers, probably. This control mechanism seems borderline mandatory for the game to be playable. I think without it, it would be very frustrating. Hey, that's what I'm looking for. Hell Satan. So is this not interactable? Is it like kind of glitched or? Gotcha. I guess there's a lot going on with this game, right? Because there's tons of different planets, and all the planets have, you know, tons of caverns. Bury it and dig for it again. Okay. So it's not like floating in midair. I guess I run faster. And I can hold shift. I guess kind of the pitch here is that, like, you know, it's Minecraft, but instead of like cubic voxels, like the unit of modification is the triangle. Polygon. All right. Get some zinc. I am out of power, so I want to build more batteries so I'm not wasting them. I wanted to like smoothly harvest organic stuff from the ground without making little divots in the floor. Can I hold control to do that? Yeah, that makes sense. I could see it being, but it feels very scrappy. I guess I'll waste some soil by replacing some things. Fuck you, planet. Our ruthless expansionist, cute little Astroneer. Oh, that's cool. I see now this is yellow. Now, if I have the container equipped, as I dig, I'm going to refill it with soil at some point, right? So does the boost mod have to go into... Is there like a slot to put it in on my gun, basically? And if something is equipped on my gun, if it's a mod, it counts as a mod instead of it just storing the resource, I guess. Okay. Do I need this organic one? It doesn't look like it lets me pull it off. Is that like what's powering it? Oh, I should save. Oh, it's building one. Okay. Let's see. So what I can do is if I'm going to other planets, I can clean up on the next planet, so I understand the core loop a little bit better. Strange object. Yeah, no kidding. Chronos case file. Huh. Does this have to be like on completely flat terrain or something to work? Oh, okay. Whoa. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. There's our compound, which I can get down here. I thought I had an area with a bunch of it anyway. That's the more zinc stuff. It might have been my first cavern. Oh, here we go. Fuck this planet's natural resources. Extract and expand. That's the first time I've run out of power. Do I also get power fed to me by the tether network? Okay, I didn't appreciate that before. Oh, I see. It's putting those on my gun due to lack of other spaces to put them, I suppose. I just kind of want to go ham on tether placement, that's all. It's not necessary. Xenobiology lab. So like I have to like power the place basically. Soil centrifuge. Okay. Is it on my backpack? That for the drill mod. No worries. Did you see it in there? I didn't see which device had it. I see. No worries. Just trying to understand. Look, there's other ore down here that I could try to scope out. So this came out in 2016. What were its contemporaries at the time? Like, Factorio's been around for a long time at this point, right? Satisfactory wasn't out yet. Obviously, Minecraft had been out for like 7 years. Oh, this is a research rock. Okay. Oh, okay, gotcha. I have to find clay, and then use the clay with the furnace, I think. Does clay look like a node, like the ore nodes? Okay. Assume there's going to be much easier ways to do that in the future. Yeah, this game's interesting. I love to play Astroneer 2. Literally, even if it's just literally the same game, but they just like kind of start from scratch with all the lessons they learned in making this one and just make it a little bit more user-friendly. I really like, you know, everything with the crafting and your inventory and just basically everything being diegetic is really cool. But I think they're like so committed to that bit that the actual interface that the game sometimes requires, like occasionally there needs to be a little pop-up that shows my name or like this menu. I think this looks bad. And usually I don't really care about the interface not looking particularly pretty, but it's like, it's kind of distracting. All right, let's see. I guess it doesn't surprise me if like their whole bit is that we don't want to have there be a user interface. We want, you know, everything to be in the world, and that's what we're going to work on. That stuff all looks really great. I love the little, like, there's like a little red thing on most of the nodes in the world so it can connect to other things. It's very cool. All right, so strat here. Don't think I've seen any clay yet, right? Keep going down until I dig to the other side of the world. So you're saying if I build up here, so that's Alt. I see. Thanks. Big chamber. Notice there's a few things that are labeled as threats. I guess this is a spoiler, but does this game have any living denizens in any of these planets we visit? I kind of like so far that it's just a big empty planet full of resources. Oh, there's stuff over here. That's interesting. I keep thinking I'm going to run into like a scary space worm or something, right? I feel like this genre is fundamentally a little bit spooky. Whoops, fuck. Salvage debris. Okay. I do to bring that out of here, I suppose. Yeah, this game seems like it would be a nightmare on controller, actually. I really appreciate you saying something. Maintain desired power input to unlock. I see, so I'd have to like bring my power network all the way down here. Open with explosives. Ah, sure. It's waiting for a cave leviathan. Just refilling my soil real quick. Don't think I've seen play yet. I go back to where I had started and keep digging down. I just wanted to explore this big cavern. Planet's a sphere that I assume at some point the gravity has to reverse, right? Or you like get to the core and something bad happens, you can't cross it. We'll see. Oh, really? Gotcha. Just figured I eventually would hit the surface again. I see. Oh, is this place like thicker, harder to dig through? Just fun to explore like this. I'd focus more on objectives here in a second. I just want to see what all I can find. I'm still roughly looking for clay. Thanks. Don't see anything that looks like clay yet. So is this big mushroom thing like something I can research? I guess it's too big for me to move, right? Just here to be a thing that I can't otherwise deal with. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, if I dig it out, it just despawns. Gotcha. Whoops. This out if I can. Yeah, so obstacles like this, like even trees on the surface, never contain resources. They're just destroyed when they're no longer connected to anything, basically. Gotcha. I want to justify the ridiculous amount of tethers I made here. Get back to the surface, and then we'll move on and keep... Maybe I'll go in one of the caves to look for this clay. Does the clay only spawn in like specific named biomes? I notice it pops up occasionally to say that I'm in the caves. Imagine it wouldn't be terribly deep. Another cave. Oh, now I'm out of tethers. Don't think I have the resources on me to make. Maybe I can make one more. Oh my god. Seems like a promising cave, actually. It's like I want to drop my tool occasionally so that I'm not walking so slowly, but I also don't want to accidentally lose my slope. I guess you could probably get good at just going back to somewhere on the slope and then pressing control. Like how even the number of tethers you have is visible on your backpack. That's cool. Bunch of resin. Really need its compound. I feel like now I'm going a little bit steeper than I was before. I'm impressed that this game isn't like super laggy. Let me see if there's more compound somewhere in this path. Is the pop coral only dangerous if I dig through it? It doesn't like blow up when I stand next to it otherwise? Blow up if I touch it, okay. Does that do like oxygen damage or something? I don't see a health bar. Oh, it just kills you, okay. Gotta drop all this shit off regardless. All that, no clay yet. Grab this thing to bring with me. Carrying it in my hands like this is a little bit better than using it with the cursor. Work my way back outside. Okay. Drop this off. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. Okay. You go find more vegetation to destroy. Fuck you, planet. Be really excited about scanning in this game if the UI for it was just a little bit prettier. All right, I have like no space for anything. Okay, let me dump all this shit. I got garbage everywhere. Messy base. See if I'm able to build this shuttle to fly off of here by the end of the episode. Probably not. You want to make the drill mod, but that's the whole reason I'm looking for ceramic, so... Alright, so I think somewhere in the main cave there was a whole bunch of compound. Is there fall damage in this? Okay, no worries. That should be enough. The sliding feels pretty satisfying. That's cool. See, this is the mantle. I think if I click here, I can just make tethers. I feel like I was super close to resurfacing on the other side here. Caves. Still don't see any. This is a cave I might want to explore though, because it looks pretty open. I noticed when I booted up the game, there was a advertisement for a new game from the same dev. Is it like a spiritual successor? Have you heard of it? Didn't see what the name of it was. Okay, so E, troll. New cave? Does look like a new cave. Nice. Trying to see if there's obvious clay nearby. Clay can spawn on this planet, right? Whoa. Starseeker is not a direct sequel or Astroneer 2. Starseeker exists within the same universe as Astroneer. It's a different game. Okay. Come on, come back. Thank you. Uncommon and easy to miss visually. More resin. Seems like it's a pretty early. Well, I guess one of the first quests they gave me was to make this drill mod and this boost mod. Maybe they wanted to have like a reach goal with the clay. Whoops, fuck. At least that's pretty fixable. I like that it dynamically either digs or builds at the same time. Like, I've complained a bit about the UI being kind of ugly and difficult to parse, but I think they spent a lot of their time on getting the game feel to be good. It takes a little while for me to understand, like, what it wants from me. But they could have had 2 different buttons for place versus dig, and I feel like that would feel awful. There's no real reason for there to be 2 different buttons for it, because, like, you can't place where you need to dig. You can't dig where you need to place, so you may as well just have it be one. It feels pretty natural once you get used to it. Oh, I see green. I feel like if you hadn't told me about this flattening thing, I would have played the entire episode just, like, digging horribly. Digging the stupid way. Make a little Pride Rock here. Fusion Mountains. Can clay ever be on the surface? I keep getting this thing where, like, the camera starts listing up like that. It's weird. Can be. There's some of those light beams I'm supposed to check out. Go do that really quick. It's one of my objectives. Oop. I'm glad that that's forgiving. I wish it was a little bit more forgiving, just a teensy bit. Imagine you get the rhythm of when to press it. It's more common on the surface. Okay, that makes sense. Gateway chamber. Freaky. Oh, that's weird. Oh, they're just rocks, not clay. I saw a compound. Come on. Yeah, or you could hold like a button down that would do that. Oh, it's got power spots. That's cool. It's pretty sweet. Oh, thank you. But I'm standing in just the right spot to target these is a little frustrating too. So I guess what I can do, or a thing I can do, is I can go like this and make a big bright rock to be able to look from high up. Oh, sure. Don't see any from up here. The problem with building up is that you're going to run out of soil much more quickly. More common on the surface, but biome agnostic. There was some compound over here. I guess it's, like I said, analogous to placing torches in Terraria or Minecraft or whatever. But Terraria has a bunch of quality of life improvements for auto placing torches at like optimal distances. So Terraria, the quality of life god game. Come on. Okay. Makes sense. Wireless oxygen or power transfer. Because they can be nice to keep you from getting lost, if nothing else. More compound if I need it. That's good. I should just place it slightly earlier than I think I need to, just to avoid having to backtrack. Here's clay. Hey, first try. Alright. Took a minute. Okay, you'll see it on the surface and there'll be more nodes. I notice that it's falling. Just give me a second. I very much want to press tab. Pull up my inventory. Thank you for showing me the screenshot, because I don't think I would have recognized that as a distinct resource there. Open out clay. All right, let's go all the way back. I suppose I could rebuild society out here, but watch there be like clay nodes right where I spawned. All right, it's the compound was. Let me kill this guy so I don't get confused. Take no responsibility if I speak clay nodes into existence. They probably were there, but that's okay. I also wanted it. It's fun to dig through the planet at a weird angle that causes me to resurface without crossing the core. Whee! A tech tree step that took me like 90 minutes. Would be interesting. Yeah, because there's like a bunch of caves along this tunnel, so if I need to go look for more specific resources, I should be able to do that without too much trouble. Okay. Clay. Oh, fuck. So I can't remove it once it starts going. All right. Out of main power here. Let me go do some deforestation. Okay. I refuse to not press tab to pull up my inventory here. Oh, that's interesting. When you're exploring somewhere really far away like that. I really like the graphics on basically all of the base building stations. Like they have this red and silver thing on every object that you can interact with. It's cool looking. First try. Okay. Good God. So I think it's Trill Mod. Have to toggle upgrades drilling strength to handle hard terrain surfaces. Okay, so that was when I was digging through the mantle and it was a little bit slower. It'll be better now. Gotcha. Strange object. Here we go with sampling. Now I get the soil centrifuge. Okay, and I see. So instead of having to spend the bytes on it, by doing the quest, it gives it to me for free, essentially. Wait, so is this... It still uses up an inventory slot, right? That's cool. You just keep continuing to make this as messy as humanly possible. This power cells, power storage item. Oh, right. It has to be on a platform. You can't make anything cute. Oh, no. Yeah, I was saying I would love to see Astroneer too, because I think the basic idea is really good, but the UI is a little ugly. Because I think they're trying to do a thing where like there is no UI, but then sometimes there has to be one, like this one, or the little text pop up on stuff. Yeah, the onboarding is a nightmare. Anytime a game pops up immediately and shows you something like, what was it? Was it like this, I think? You load the game up and it tells you, and it's like, fuck that. Like, just spend an hour, maybe not even an hour, just like 30 minutes on forcing me to go through each of those steps before I can start exploring this planet, you know? Fortunately, chat was able to help. Thank you, Terranin. Fuck, not close enough. Okay. So, extract natural resources from soil. So I tell it what I want it to produce, and it tells me how much soil is required to produce that. Oh, compound's crazy expensive. For years after release, that screen in the mission log didn't exist. You just exited the landing. No guidance. Wow. Let's see. Master of Unboxing. Wolframite, but I have to go to a different planet for that. And it's oxygen tank, power cells, glow sticks, and dynamite. Oh, that's how many resources you get per 2 canisters of soil. I see. Other way around. Yeah, have everything have this, like, you know, almost Lego style socketing component is really, really cool, I think. Probably not going to make it to another planet this episode to be able to try to start building from scratch and not have everything look like ass like this, but okay, so we want to look at the mission objectives and choose some kind of thing that I can actually do. So I did find one. Want me to move it from the surrounding debris over to there, I suppose? Talking about this. Okay. Easy enough. Provide power. Find a working cable port on the structure. So power seems so like the tethers are transferring power, but only enough to charge my backpack, right? Would I have to build a chain of platforms to get this to connect? Or I guess I could just make a standalone generator out here, but it would have to be running off a generator rather than the minuscule amount of infinite energy that's produced by my base, I guess. I had an extra generator lying around here somewhere. threw it on the ground. These are all processed goods. Solar wind turbines and solar panels. Okay, let's see. Do you know which... I feel like this method of organizing it by crafting table, when you have access to all the crafting tables immediately, is a little confusing. Versions in every size category. Small solar, copper, wind turbine, ceramic. Does that actually care about whether the planet has wind or not, or whether it's cloudy or not? So now we put it on the backpack, we find wind turbine. I see. Solar is only on or off based on whether it's daytime or nighttime on that planet. Are there planets where it's always daytime, like multiple suns or something? Yes. Oh my god. Know thy galastropod. Like there is a moving thing I'm gonna have to deal with. Okay. Invasive species. Tried on nursery comets. Space snails? Oh. That's scary. Big cordyceps. I see. Okay, turn another quest here. Oxygen filters. Oh, okay. 80 seconds of non-refillable oxygen. So again, that's a slot. And is the item dead? Does it get consumed, I guess, when it runs out? Vanishes when used up, okay. Exo Research Aid Unit. It gives a buggy. Auto arm, store resource within an auto arm. Okay, so that's the Factorio stuff. Let's see about the shuttle. So I'm going to assume that that's in the large options here. Maybe not. Oh, did I miss it then? Auto extractor, shredder. Oh, I can go further down. Why are some of them gray versus pink versus blue? Is it like don't have enough bytes to unlock? No, I have enough for that. Small shuttle, 1,500 points. Aluminum times 2. Seems like not enough, but okay. Okay. Gray means I can afford it, but haven't bought it. I see. So like something an ARM could do for you, I suppose, is as soon as this finishes processing, take the process item off and then let it run the next thing. Maybe even transfer the process item into like a storage chest, storage panel. I had some on the ground. Okay. So I haven't made a large printer yet, have I? There's 3 compounds. Got 2 compounds lying around here. I guess I can use the soil thing. Now does this burn, does it just destroy my container as well? So can I can dump soil from the container into the thing? Sorry, I feel stupid for not understanding this UI. I hit go. It's starting to go? Where's it getting the soil from? Do I have to like plug my soil into it? This here. I see, and then I take it back. Okay, gotcha, thank you. That's pretty powerful. So I can refill the soil like instantly. Yeah, that's like way better than trying to find stuff. Fuck. But it takes a while to produce, I guess, is the downside. It has to make all 4 of them before you can start taking them out of there. Yeah, probably need another large platform as well. Yeah, so canisters I can make from my own backpack. Small canister. Resin. Okay. Game primarily appeals to the desire to dig a hole. If you want to dig a hole, this is the game for you. Need more spaces. shift-click the empty soil slot to drop a canister from your backpack there without getting it out first. Okay. Gotcha. Thanks. I feel like dwarves want to mine, specifically. Need to make a material dump. Hold on. So everything's not just lying around. Babe Ross is saying it won't be pretty, but I can make a hole to throw some shit in. That's the shit cave. Everything I can't use goes in the shit cave. Get out of here. No one wants you here. Get the fuck out of here. Clay. Who needs it? How's the multiplayer in this? I assume it exists because this is like pinging for another player, right? Such a weird mechanic. It's gonna take me a long time to get used to it. It's like the way that you draw is by matching the slope of the thing that you're looking at. I don't want things falling into little tiny divots. It's not my objective here. Fuck. No, 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 that's more tiny divots. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Now I dug my resources in the ground. Fucking hell. Hold on. Assume they don't get destroyed. I could dig them back out. Oh my god. Oh, one of them is still alive. Why is this so deep? What the fuck? God, I'm gonna die. I had a plan for trying to make a little, like, wall on the edge here. But stuff would kind of get stuck. Because now I have to, like, extend it out. Okay, I think I get it. Whoa, not that. Ugh, I need an undo button. Fuck. Jesus. I guess my starting hole was fine. As soon as I started to make it a little bit fancy, that's when things went wrong. Okay, hold on. Now it'd be great if I could have like a shelf. If you slowly flatten out from the floor until it meets the wall, you can make this work. Okay. I hope that the wall doesn't have like a little gap in it though. But the keyword is slowly, right? To not accidentally dig too deep into the wall I made. Okay. It'll go down into the floor too if I'm not careful. Yeah, so like what I want, I think, is for me to tell it, I want this to be a wall. I want you to stop when you touch it, you know. Probably asking for too much. Okay. That's what I wanted. That's great. Fantastic. Throw shit down here. Let's quickly make a wall here so there's no other little gaps or things to fall into. The idea is I just want to be able to pick up junk that's lying around my base and throw it in there without having to think about it, and then I can come back and sort through it later if I absolutely need to. This is the large printer, so I need that actually. Camera? Camera? Oh my god. This is the extra generator, I think. Yes, okay. So we definitely want, I guess, the solar panels and the wind power and then a bunch of batteries. It's easier for me to wrap my head around what the fuck I want to do with my life when there's not shit lying on the ground everywhere. Okay, large printer. Yeah. Hold on. What do I need for Oh, can I do lock? That would be great. Means I won't accidentally pick it up if I click on it. Okay. 2 resin. Okay. Yeah, I feel like getting my energy situation improved so I'm not having to constantly throw non-renewable resources into it would be good. Keep wanting like a percentage progress indicator. Beautiful. Little stone cactus. Someone who's like really good at 3D art in Blender can do some pretty amazing stuff in this game. That will help me see it at a distance. Oh. Beautiful. Exactly what I intended to do. You have seen copper down there at some point? Okay, cool. Try to look for it. Imagine if you play a shitload of this game, you can get really nice with it and just like completely flatten out an area and have all your machines in a really logical pattern. This takes the Factorio spaghetti code problem to another level, I feel like. Small shuttle is 2 aluminum. Okay. I feel like the easiest thing to make in this game would be a giant dick. Small shuttle. Might be a little bit of abstraction going on there if the shuttle costs 2 aluminum. Shouldn't complain, it's completely fine. All right, so we're thinking about doing a medium solar and wind thing. So that first I have to go to medium, and then I have to scroll down to where they are. They're like in a predictable spot, I think. Okay. Copper and glass for the solar panel. Aluminum and ceramic for the turbine. The turbine first. This planet seems relatively windy. We have to go get more aluminum. Oh, nice. All right, and that's supposed to be a medium printer. No? A small printer makes medium stuff. Oh, why is that? I guess why isn't it doing that by default? on a large platform A instead of a large platform B? Oh boy. Oh, I think I see. So it puts the output on these. Okay, I understand. Gotcha. Yeah, I think the UI is kind of a problem, but I can overlook it. The onboarding is probably the worst part of the game. It's unfortunate because it's got a lot of cool ideas. And I feel like you wouldn't really have to spend that much effort making a 1 hour, 2 hour tutorial for this game. I think that it's probably better that there's the little missions. Thank you, Darkstar. I appreciate that. How have you been? I don't have to micromanage it, which is nice.
You're super awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that.
It's all right. Take a minute, huh? Okay. Is there a thing when you go to craft something that estimates how long the craft is going to be? Right, so as long as this connects to the network, that's all that matters, right? Placement doesn't matter. Like, wind is a binary, it's on or it's off thing on the planet. It's not like I don't need to, like, face it a certain direction. Oh, but it needs a small platform to be able to connect to. What if the generator came with its own platform? Okay, so I make a small platform from my backpack. I see. No? Do small platforms come from this? Does it have to be a medium platform? Does a small platform exist? This is on a small platform, isn't it? Stupid, I didn't scroll past it today. Small canister, small generator. Small platform does not exist. Okay, thank you. Resin. Oh, I see. Right. Makes sense. It does make it a little confusing when you're starting until you like already understand that. It's like, oh, it's a medium thing. I should go get it at the medium printer. Oh, I see. Well, let's make another one then. Be good to make another battery soon. Battery cost. Fuck, I don't remember. It must be from this thing. Maybe I had a personal battery, but there's like a higher tier version of everything, basically. Power switch, splitter, button repeater, sensor, printer. Medium battery, lithium. And I can tell because it has its own tiny platform here. There's an implied small platform. Okay. Think. Okay, that's helpful. Thanks. This has been a huge quality of life improvement building this little stupid cave. The bullshit cave, the landfill. All right. God damn it. That's the C button is doing that. I guess it's because C is bound to these special tiles in the corners of my backpack, and I happen to have tethers in there right now. Okay. He said batteries can just go on the outside because it doesn't matter because it's just connected to the network. So click my backpack, battery. Wait, what the fuck? Is there not much else to put on the outside of your shelter? Okay, got those little tiles. Probably want to make another generator. Wind turbine. Guess I should be researching something because I need bytes to get the... Well, I need glass. So glass is in this hellish menu somewhere. Sand? Quartz. But we don't know if quartz exists on this planet. Found on all planets and caves. I'm gonna try to do operation build a solar panel. Yeah, I think I remember. Fuel 0% requires thruster. Okay, let me look at my mission text again here. Parts unknown. Print and install the oxygenator in the shuttle. So the oxygenator... I started with an oxygenator, right? I guess I have to unlock it. Or can I just, like, remove the one from over here? Aw, rude. I guess the quest specifically says print and place. Alright, I gotta scroll through this menu that I hate. I don't know how to articulate this, but this game's font makes me angry. It's like, it's fine, but the size of everything is just slightly scaled too small. Oxygenator, there we go. Unlocked, aluminum and ceramic. I really think that it's like, oh, they have this really cool idea that everything is diegetic, so there are no interfaces, but then like there have to be interfaces. So like the stuff that is diegetic looks great, and anything that uses an interface looks really bad. Yeah, it's like Comic Sans was worse to read is a good way to put it. I've never had a font make me angry. I mean, I guess, you know, Comic Sans and Papyrus, but oh, it's dyslexia friendly, no kidding. Didn't know that. This thing said provides a constant oxygen flow to connected tethers, platforms, and cables, aluminum and ceramic. So that's this thing. Thought I checked this already. Is this not the small 3D printer? It says it's unlocked. Canister, printer, power extenders, turbine, platform, storage, rover seat. Oh my god, there's 2 tabs? What the fuck, game? There's other stuff on this tab that was in the tab I was just in? What is happening? What is this screen? I had it a second ago. What the, how, explain this screen to me, please. Don't understand. All right, aluminum and ceramic. I think I used up all my aluminum. Oh no, there's some. Okay. Okay. Left and right scroll linearly through all the options. Up and down change categories. But you have so little unlocked that most categories are a single item. That menu is like horrifying. I have to like unpack it first. Okay. All right. Getting places. Examine. Examine. Print and attach a solid fuel thruster. Okay. Go into my favorite menu. We assume they're always on the top level. That is an incorrect assumption to make. Okay, it's not large. If I scrolled past it, let me know. It's the one thing my brain is very poorly suited to doing. I just saw it. Hold on. Aluminum, ammonium. Okay, fuck going downstairs. Let's just use this thing. Get this. Okay, let's make an ammonium, shall we? All right, so shift click. Just the one, that's fine. Oh, I need another one, right? Is that what we're saying? It's 2 for 1, basically. And now it's up and running, so now I can go dig and get my soil back. Well, not if I do that. So if I'm building a partial node in the back of my gun here, so like right now I'm building organic, and I go down into the caves and I start, I don't know, digging for copper or something, like, does this just get deleted? E, ammonium. The fuck else did I need? Need 500 bytes too. Aluminum. I don't know if I can go straight to aluminum. No. That was made out of a thing that I can get in my cave though. So let me throw my extra garbage in the hole really quick here. Get out of here. No one likes you. Looks like piles of coins. Go ahead and grab this because I'm going to need research. Oh, there's another one up there. I can just scan it directly without having to bring it back to the research center. God. Okay. Everything's fine. Nothing is ruined. Probably gotta go down there and get them because I need to research this anyway. Talking about up on this thing here. I'm gonna look around on the surface really quick for some more if we need to. So we're at... God. Oh, I needed no... No, it was in this menu somewhere. Where the fuck was it? Solid fuel thruster. 273 bytes. Rate is 0 because I already got to the thing I plopped up there, I guess. Okay. I'll just look around on the surface and try to find some shit. Oh, it is still going. Did I forget to reconnect this to my network? That's the problem. Okay. $25, is that per minute? Dude, the font is so fucky. It's like the font is already a problem, but then they've like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like they've rescaled it to a non-integer value. So everything is like weirdly aliased and fucked up looking. Hover the bottom side of a platform and hit F. Okay, let's try that. It's helpful. Look around on the surface. I like the idea of having to go around and find these scannables. Like, that's cool, I think. I think the way they did it is kind of strange, though. The idea of a tech tree that you have to advance with this special resource. This fucking clay. Oh, it's ammonium. Okay. That's fucking clay, though. Whoops. Alright, well. Glad I went to the other side of the planet. Worth it. Get my oxygen. I see there's a research thing there, though. Yeah. Cool, but the way they did it is kind of strange as the game. I'm very fascinated by it. Very much want to see another dev like be inspired by this and be like, I want to make Astroneer, but like really polished. I don't think I've played very many games where a lack of polish is like sufficient to be a turnoff. Like I frequently appreciate polish, especially in like the UI. And I've played games where like the whole game is just polished. It's like that's what Persona is to me. Nothing but UI polish, but no substance, no light behind the eyes. But here I think the lack of polish does actually generate friction for me. All right, so that is a small printer. Okay, you said that up and down is switching. I would have done it the other way around. I would have made left and right be categories. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, I agree. It feels really good once you get used to it. Like, it's cool that I can just do this. The fact that the game generally has good like loading times. I've noticed it does a thing when you come near a non-seed thing that you've built where it has like a texture pop-in thing where it starts less complicated and then the complexity like pops in, which is fine. Like the game runs well, so it doesn't really matter if it is always looking pretty all the time. Solid fuel thruster. Fuck. Okay, 2 parts unknown. This is kind of my... Decided this was going to be my soft objective for the episode. Is can I make the shuttle happen? The fuck did they give me here? Build shelter. So can I put... Okay, I can put those on my backpack. I see. And it gives me another solid fuel thruster. Yeah, I wasn't going to. Durable power requires no fuel management. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Just generates power without requiring any inputs. Oh, it does? Oh, okay, that's convenient. So I can get bootstrapped on the next planet is basically what they're setting me up for here. Yeah. Launch to another planet. Whee! Alright, is there a recommended planet to check out here? So we started on Silva. Decilo is a moon. Wolframite, Sphalerite, Titanite, Hematite. Radiated. Arid. It was on my quest list. Calidor or Decilo. Sun-blasted dry, very sunny but low wind. Okay, so you want to be able to build solar panels there if possible. I wonder how big the save file is for this game, especially if you like play it multiplayer. Oh, sure. Okay, so the shuttle technically has oxygen. Now, can I move it on this planet? Okay, I can, yes. Oh, not a friend. I might actually be able to make that happen. It is working, but it's slow because my shelter is kind of shitty. It's better. So do I have to like pay for a thruster every time I want to leave a planet or something? Master of Unboxing. Research item. Okay. Potentially worth a ton of research, I guess, is the idea. Gotcha. That's why they gave me an extra. I was like figured there was a pattern to why they gave me one for free there. It's like I got eye strain. Try to pick a better place to start here once that's done. Because they're kind of annoying to get to. Oh, really? Maintain desired power input. Oh, interesting. I can freely move the shuttle around. Want to research things? Seriously? Okay. Go ahead and settle down there. All right. Okay. I don't know what I was expecting, but that's pretty funny. Sure, I can find it again. Oh, I think that's it over there. I would just add it to the network, I guess, is the idea, so... Have to start by building stuff for my backpack, which makes sense. Batteries are probably good. But not the best first thing for me to build. So I need the small printer first. There's got to be a way to rotate this, right? Arrow keys, E, R. Just trying to make it slightly less horrible. CV while held. Okay, thank you. Ah, fuck, god damn it. Okay. What else did I want to make on my own backpack? The small printer was probably the really important one. So we don't want to do up and down. We want to do left and right to see everything else we can make. So 2 compound. There is compound near me, so we can go get that really quick. Damn it. This isn't quite flat. There's not a button I can press that's like... Well, I guess there's no way for it to know that it's flat, right? Since the planet is a sphere, so never mind. Make a little pillar. Always find the thing again. Oh, I can just put it on top of the shelter. Okay, cool. Fuck. God damn it. Okay, it's an alignment mod that lets you make surfaces aligned to gravity, then polygons can be locked. I'm trying to see where I would press it. Save real quick. We need a platform for this one. Which I almost always want medium platform B, but it gave me a free medium platform B, right? It's a thing I have to explicitly unlock otherwise. Hopefully there's resin here somewhere. It's organic. Okay. Does resin look the same as it did on the other planet? I see. Got it. This is already less of a nightmare. All right, so large printer requires another compound, which I left lying on the ground over here. So I'm assuming it's not possible to screw yourself and not be able to escape a planet due to not having the right resources to build the shuttle. The shuttle's always made out of things that are on every planet. Gotcha. Sure. This one requires a large platform. I keep thinking it's almost done. I wish it showed the entire, like, plan in yellow. So you could, like, eyeball about how long it's going to take. Large platform. I guess for the 3D printer, it doesn't matter, right? Only really matters for, like, smelting units and the research unit. Anything that, like, cares about having multiple inputs at the same time, I guess. Ah, gotcha. Does it still leave, like, whatever progress you made on the other planets? Is it still there if you happen to revisit the exact same location? I won't let that run. Let me try to drop some stuff off here. Should probably proactively build a little alcove for storage again. That was useful last time. Oh, really? Do they only come from doing quest completions then? Kind of tricky sometimes to get the wall exactly the way you want it to be. It's probably still fine for me to start putting stuff in here, though. That feels pretty satisfying once you have a little bit better of a handle on it. I still don't feel like I get it super well, but... Fuck. Well, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to just clean up the outside a little bit there. I know this doesn't have to be pretty. I'm just trying to get used to it because I think it's kind of cool that you could try to make a cool little cave here. I'm not very good at doing it, but I like that it's an option. And like it generally does what what you think it's gonna do when you use the mouse most of the time. Okay. Get this going. Garbage igloo, exactly. My kingdom for a Control Z. Okay, hold on. Lock. Thank you. Lock. This one doesn't lock, it looks like. Okay. Sure, at some point what you really want to do is just get better about building storage, but... Oh, it should? Maybe it's like dug into the ground too much? Or someone was saying that they wish it would and it doesn't. I see. Plastic, silicone. I have my shuttle that I brought here with me. I want to research that. Compound and resin. Okay. Oh, fuck. That's really easy to accidentally do. I like how you have to like sculpt everything. That's cool. I think the oxygen idea is smart, at least for the beginning of the game. Sounds like it's a problem you can automate out later, or not automate out, but you can get upgrades that make you not have to worry about it as much later. Okay. Okay. Guess we know we need to do a platform. And getting the bigger one to the large platform B is potentially worth doing because then I can queue things up. So that's a medium printer. Why is the platform just at the very top? Cost 250 bytes. That's a medium platform? Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, you're seeing it at the bottom here. Okay, what the fuck? Thank you. This is a reason not to do them in a line like this, otherwise than to build everything on top of the last thing you placed. I need more resin anyway, so I'll go grab it real quick. Okay. Copper, looks like it. Malachite. It's like it's saving pieces. Like whenever I have a partial ore, it saves an unlimited number of partial ores secretly until it hits 100% and then it takes up a space. I guess I can just move that. It's not a big deal. Compound. R gives you the option to overlay a compass. Oh, that could be helpful. Thank you. Thanks. God. I like how they each have unique shapes too, so you're not just dependent on color. Really good for accessibility. Sure. So you're not getting lost as readily. Only lock everything. Lock everything all the time. See if I can find a research thing to pull back here. Wolframite. See any big research nodes I can bring to my new research facility? I haven't noticed any. Probably gonna end up wanting to make another one of these for the smelter. One by the shuttle. Oh yeah, right. The thing that I Got it at the very beginning. Thank you. Okay. Much better in terms of spaghetti code. Okay. More of those nodes. That's a research item. Okay. What's the deal with this guy over here? Salvage. Need to get, there's a specific like building that processes salvage, is that right? More compound out here. It's funny, it's too far away for me to maintain desired power. Maintain desired power. You want to make a little ramp here. Good enough, I guess. How are we doing on bites? Also counts as debris, but I can't move this debris. Just need like a, what was like a truck, I think they were calling it. Tractor. Can move big stuff like that. Oh, the one I found a second ago. This one, the one that was like a rover. And length to power cables, okay. Gotcha. I feel like this tech tree needs to be significantly more gated. I think that that would actually go a really long way to making the game a little bit more friendly to a new player. I think if there was like, you could really not make anything except these very important starting items. And like they wouldn't, I don't think they should make you make the next tier of 3D printer. I feel like making a mod for this game that's just a tutorial is a really interesting project. I think that even like a junior developer should consider. Like if I were teaching a class or something, it would be really cool to just have like the students, okay, play Astroneer, figure out what the fuck you're doing in Astroneer in the space of a couple hours, and now tell me how you would design the tutorial, right, in order to introduce the mechanics. Because like the game has the complexity, it's able to be understood. I feel like you could do a tutorial and it wouldn't need to be that complicated, right? You would just start with, okay, you can only make stuff from your backpack. Let's do everything you could conceivably need to do with your backpack. Okay, now that you understand the backpack, let's make a 3D printer. Do everything you need to do with the small printer and so on. All right, let's see. Printer, research chamber. Smelting furnace is what we want next. So compound and 2 resin. I think I just found more resin somewhere. Oh, there's a bunch of compound over there. I need to get more tethers and do that in a second. So when I run out of power, I can keep digging. It's just that it's making it so my mods don't work anymore. Is that the idea? Yeah, it makes sense. Since you need it for basically everything here. And I guess you could try to set yourself up when you fly to the new planet to like bootstrap yourself with things like that right away. Oh, there's really a shitload of potential research in that. No kidding. Go harvest some of the compound out here to make some more tethers. Okay, that's cool. Went the exact wrong direction, I think. It's not quite done. Okay. Refill power supply. Okay. But I can't move this thing, right? I was able to dig out under one of them and send it flying, but it's not ideal. I guess I need to take a bunch of stuff to be able to transfer it over long distances. I like being on the surface because then I can see what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, I'm mostly just basing it on what recipe I need to do next, so. I had the ability to grab it a second. There it goes. Okay. Just want to catch back up to what I had on the previous planet. Shuttle, I guess we could try to make a shelter eventually, but we're nowhere near being able to do it, I guess. So nothing to do with the large printer right now. And the soil centrifuge is probably next. Keep losing it. I see the little ticks at the bottom here and the ticks on the left here, so you said going left and right will always eventually select everything. 2 compounds, 1 aluminum. Okay. Let me try to make a mining shaft that's not annoying this time, because last time the thing I built was kind of annoying. It's like we want it to be pretty steep because then we can slide down it. Wish you didn't slow down so much when you're walking like this, because I feel like I could probably learn how to let off control and then press it again without fucking up the steepness. Let's hoping I hit a cave. So if I don't hit one for a while, I'll branch off in other directions, I suppose. This is definitely not steep enough to slide down, right? Let's try again then. Seems slightly more like it. Seriously. a kind of cool thing to find in a cave. Ouch. That happened a little bit earlier. So is this like a thing that I can take? There's a generator, debris. I can't put that on my backpack, but I can just manually carry it out of here. But this still uses organic materials, right? The notion of there being all this technology on all these like gigantic empty planets is crazy. Smelted organic, okay. Probably don't want to do anything that's not renewable, but bring it out here just to have it, I guess. Does this game have a clear beat condition, like do all quests, I guess? Oh, right, shit. Okay, that's cool. Keep forgetting. That weird thing where my camera keeps trying to point up on me. A lot of tethers. Okay, hold on. Just go out and gather it, keep my reserves. Delete some crazy ass future Marstead notes. I'm gonna be Gandalf with the I have no memory of this place if I'm not careful. Several other quest lines are content rich and the game never signals to you which one is an actual main quest path, yeah. Might actually make sense for me to start doing that now, and then I can always refer back to the end of episode 1 for future episodes. So, okay. Future Marstead, here's the deal. Everything is diegetic, mostly. I think that's the tagline for the game. So you can always click on things like move cables around. If you want to use like your smelter here, you have to like physically go. Well, you have to physically go into your inventory, click on the thing, and then socket it here in order for it to get processed, right? So tab will bring up your tech tree. Your tech tree uses bytes. You earn bytes by researching things. You research things by finding them in the open world and then pressing and holding F on them. There's fewer of those on this planet, it seems like. It looks like you have more of these research facility items where you have to put them on either the center or on the sides, and it will slowly research them over time, which is producing bytes for you here. So that's where you can see the 55 bytes per minute. So kind of what you want to do, this is separated into 4 different tiers of printer. This is the printer that's on your person, your backpack. The medium printer is this one. Wait. Yes. No? This is the medium printer. This is the small printer. This is to make... Okay, fuck. I'm already confusing it. This is why I need to leave these notes now. This is the backpack. The backpack can make the small printer. This is the small printer. The small printer can make the medium printer. This is the medium printer. The medium printer can make the large printer. This is the large printer. It can make all this other shit. Okay. Got it. Frequently, each of these has an equivalent in another tab. So I'm scrolling down right now, as you can see in this very confusing list. So like generators, everything in generators has to do with generating power. This planet has shitty wind, but it has good solar. So something you could try to do is this only requires copper, which should be pretty... Let's do that now just to teach. So I'm going to say, yes, give me small solar. Now I have the ability to make that. Copper is probably this malachite we have in here, I would guess. I'm going to go plug it into this machine here. And then this has to be turned on, I guess. Okay. Yeah, so now it's making copper. The idea is you can see how everything is powered based on the little lights next to the cable plugs. So if it's red, that means things are not sufficiently powered. You came with this extra special power generation thing, but it's not intended to last you forever. So we're going to want to get some solar panels set up. It sounds like since that just requires copper, that's pretty easy to get going. But because it's solar, it doesn't produce anything during the night. So you're going to also want to make batteries. I think you can make batteries on your person, if I recall correctly. So the way that you make stuff from your person is these weird scrollables down here. It's kind of annoying, actually. Small batteries are made out of zinc. Zinc is made... Can we not make zinc on this planet? Or is this... I may not be able to make zinc on this planet. Uh-oh. We have other options for batteries. Okay, so I'd have to go back, right? Let me get this copper. So real quick, let's do... We'll talk about how to do that in a second. So you click on the button in the middle that makes the item. The item then gets socketed somewhere in your inventory. You can click on it, we can place it, but oh no, I guess this one's small enough. Usually if you're like, why isn't it working? It's because you need to make a platform for it. So if you make something from your inventory, it comes with a ready-made platform. If you don't make it from your inventory, you have to make your own platform. There's platform A, which looks like this. There's platform B, which looks like this. B has extra slots on it in case it's a thing that requires like queuing. So like the furnace is good for queuing, because you want to have multiple things being made at the same time if possible. The research thing is good for queuing. You don't really need it for like the printer though. It's not a big deal. But this one fortunately comes with something. You pick it up by clicking here, and then you can rotate it with CNV to make it slightly less ugly. Although you can't really see how things are going to line up until you let it go, which is kind of annoying. The game doesn't have the best user interface. So theoretically, this will provide power during the day when the sun comes back up. So I'll tell you how to go back to the starting planet to get some zinc. Make sure you're constantly, when you're gathering stuff, you just come and you drop it over here. So this is click on your backpack, click and drag. If you have these tethers, you can press T when you're running around to drop tethers. Tethers are refilling your energy and your oxygen, and they act as torches. So just place them like you would torches in Minecraft or Terraria or whatever. They help you to find your way around. They're generally pretty useful. So say we need that. This is compound here, right? I would recommend whenever you find something on the surface, you press E, pulls up your mining tool. If you hold Alt, you can click and make a little pillar. It helps you to find stuff out in the distance. If you hold control, this is a really important thing. It remembers the elevation that you're on, so you can make like a straight ramp of the same elevation. You can use it to make a ramp upward. If you are an idiot like this, right, it'll eventually work. There we go. See, you can use it to ramp down, which is very much recommended. The current project is you are trying to make a soil thing. It's a separator centrifuge. That's it. It's from this guy, I believe, right? Soil centrifuge. You need 2 compound, 1 aluminum. Aluminum is only underground, so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to go down into this cave here that you're starting to dig. Probably going to hang a right here, and then just dig somewhat steep, because if you're steep, you can slide down it like that, and it's really convenient until you find some aluminum. It's actually not aluminum. It's press escape, go to this thing, go to resources. It's sphalerite. Laterite makes aluminum. Sphalerite makes something else. You can check to confirm what it is here. So that's the basic idea. You'll probably remember some of this. Every time I say that, I'll be watching my future Marstead notes, and past me will say, "You'll remember this." I'll be like, "I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. I don't remember any of this shit." All right, so this is important. If you want to go back to the starting planet, Sylvia, you can. You're going to need to get zinc, and maybe the recommendation is you go there, you grab a bunch of your batteries from there and bring them back with you, or you just you fill your inventory with zinc and leave basically everything else behind. But if you do that, this thruster is going to get destroyed. It only lasts for 2 trips. So it goes here and then back. There's an extra thruster here. So when you choose to do that, put it in your backpack so that you can replace it when you get there. Eventually you'll have to make another one too, but that'll do for now. Once you build the soil centrifuge, the idea is that you can spend soil to turn it into trivial, useful ingredients that are otherwise slightly annoying to get, namely compound and the yellow thing, the corn on the cob. It's called something. Hold on. Resin. Thank you. So what you can do is you can shift click on the soil centrifuge to load up your soil into it, and then it breaks down into some number of the resource. It gives you a lot of easy to find resources and a little of hard to find resources. So do that for most of your resources. Don't go manually mining compound constantly. There's no need to. But yeah, I'd say next episode, maybe peek down and see if you can find some aluminum to get that thing built. And then once it turns out you need more batteries to support this facility, fly back to the starting planet, pick up all your batteries that you left behind there. I don't think you need them there anymore. If you can't fill up your inventory with batteries, look for zinc underground, process the stuff into zinc, bring it all here, and then you should have enough batteries that I don't think you need terribly many. You just need to make sure that your little solar panels are, able to still effectively provide power overnight via the batteries. And when you see this thing finish getting researched, move this guy onto it and just look for these on the surface occasionally and bring them back here. This is a cool, slightly frustrating game. It's a very interesting game. If anyone ever makes an Astroneer in the future and manages to recreate the extremely good terrain modification tools, but has a slightly more polished game, I'd be very interested in playing it. But I feel like I get the gist of it, and it's cool. I just wish it was a little bit more polished. That's kind of my take.